Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Glorious Life on Wheels Live. What can I say? Oh my goodness. I am so I'm sitting here a little bit discombobulated. Let me see if I can't bring some of my stuff over to the other table. But this is a special day, a special celebration. With the help of you, God, and hard work, I have hit 100,000 subscribers. Do you believe that? I'm going to have a video. It's going to be uploaded really late today, but probably about 4:30. So go over and I'm going to share some of the things that I did to get to 100,000, in addition to having a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous group of globies like you. Oh my goodness. I don't know how to say thank you. Oh my goodness. Let me go over and see who's in the house. Hey, Randy is first in the house. Oh, one of my favorite guys. Hello, Randy. I'm so glad you're here. Twice Rider 3. Thank you. Thank you, Twice Rider. I appreciate that. Hey, Shilas. I hope you're having a blessed day too. Oh my goodness. Isn't this I just don't know what to say. I am so happy, delighted, but I want to give away some gifts today. And one of the things you will need is you will need to be able to have access to, I think the easiest way is to just have access to Walmart. If you have access to Walmart, you can go into a Walmart and I'm going to send you a gift that way. And I'm going to send I don't know. I'm just going to see how many gifts I'm going to send out today. I am just so thrilled and excited, and I want to share it with you. Who else is in the house? Hey, Vaughn. Vaughn's on a roll. Vaughn, thank you. You have been a dedicated moderator, as have all my moderators been, and we're just all sharing in this celebration together today. So what are some things that you know that I'm grateful for you? What are some things that all of you are grateful for? Let's just talk about some things that we're grateful for today and in this day of gratitude from me. But before we get going on that, you know what? I want to give away I think I want to give away $100. And again, you have to have access to a Walmart because I'll send it to you via Walmart. So I'm going to ask a question, and the first person to answer that question, um, I'm going to give $100 to. But we'll get back to that soon. Let me say hello to a few more people because you know how I always run so late on these comments, and I don't want to miss out anyone today on this very special day. Hey, Nora, we spoke earlier. Another one of my great moderators, and Miss Net. You guys just rock. I mean, you really rock. I've asked all of you moderators to send me your address, and some did, some didn't. So if the rest of you want to, this is the last time I'm going to make that announcement. But for any moderators who have been on my channel and moderating, I would love for you to send me your address if you would. Who else? Shilas is saying hello, hello. Um, hey, three generations, how are you? I know it is a glorious day, isn't it, Iris? Oh my goodness. Hey, Donald's in the house, another moderator, and also my beloved brother. So you can't beat that. Hi, Carrie Joe. Hello, CW Style 3. I hope I'm not missing anyone because I'm trying to keep up with these comments because you know how I am. I get so far behind. Hey, Lava Lindy is in the house. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. We are at 100K, and I tell you what, Lava Lindy's almost at 50K. So I'm sure we're going to be having that celebration very soon too. Oh my goodness, what a day! What a day! It has been a very interesting week. I've been reflecting on so many things and how many people I've met. I think the best thing about starting this channel are the wonderful friends that I've met. I mean, lifelong friends who have just made an impact on my life and who often. I know I called Lindy the other day to just run something by her, and so many of you, Nora, and so many of you I talk to on a regular basis. And one of the great things about friends, good friends, is that they give you good advice. Don't you think that's one of the best parts of having a good friend is the sound advice they give you? They can be a sounding board, and if you're about to make a wrong turn, they can kind of direct you back onto the right path. And when you develop that kind of trust, you reach out to those individuals. And through this channel, I have met so many people that have become those kind of friends. What a bonus. What an unexpected bonus. Do you know how hard it is, at least in my opinion, how hard it is after you're 60, 65, maybe even younger, to really establish lifelong friends from that point? Most of the time, the really close friends we have are people we've been knowing for years and years and years. And as we get older, our circles start to diminish, get smaller, and we have usually less opportunities to meet people, less opportunities to have friendships that are really meaningful, intimate friendships where you share, you know, your hopes, your dreams, your screw ups without the harsh judgment. You may get constructive criticism, but you don't get the harsh judgments. And I am just so blessed to have so many of those individuals. But let's see who else is in the house. If I missed anyone else, well, let's see. I think I'm getting everyone right now. Hey, Silverwing 77 and rocking down the road with Dale. Oh my goodness. Well, I am going to. Hi, Shirley Dittman. Hello, hello. And Sandra Thomas is here. And hello, Doofus Adventures. And Jackie, hello. You just got to Santa Rosa. Oh, I like Santa Rosa. I love that area. Isn't that in I don't know the county, but I know that it's in the same county I think that Napa is in, if I'm not mistaken, but I love that county. But I want to ask the first question I'm going to ask. This would be kind of an OG question. And I know someone on here knows the answer to that question, so you may be able to answer it really quickly. But what was the video that I have right now that's my biggest video on YouTube? What video do I have that is my biggest video? It actually has more than 1 million views on it. Hey, Stella's got it. Hello, hello. How are you? Um, thank you. Blessings back to you, Dorothy Connor. Blessings back to you. And thank you, Lucille. I appreciate that. CW Style says, congratulations, Carol. You look great. I just love your hat. I'm so happy to be part of the Globies. I am so happy you're a part of the Globies too, CW Style 3. I am happy for each and every one of you. Thank you, Donald, for mentioning that. I always forget. Hit thumbs up if you would. Thumbs up. Thank you, Sandra. I love having you along on the journey. It's so much fun to have all of you along on this exciting journey. It's thrilling, it's exhilarating, it can be trying at times, but it's more than anything, it's been rewarding for me. A really rewarding time. And at it one of the things that I address in the video, I have a video that's going to be coming up. I think it'll come up about 4:30. I'm not sure, that's so late, but I think it's going to come up. But I'm going to be talking about how at 67, when I started this YouTube channel, there were a lot of naysayers. There were some folks that kind of laughed and chuckled and thought, "Oh yeah," they thought, she's crazy. She'll never go. I had people tell me, "Oh, YouTube's too saturated. There's, you won't ever." I cannot tell you how many people told me that I would fail on YouTube. I don't know. I don't know what it was, but a lot of people told me that. But one of the things, and I didn't include this in my 5 things, and I should have on my video that's going to air later today. One of the things I believed right from the start that the channel would be a success. I don't have any explanation for that. I can only say that I really believed it with my whole heart. I did not even entertain the possibility that it wouldn't be a success. Crazy. Here is someone, how I kick myself off of these lives all the time, have very little ability to do technical stuff, have problems copying and pasting. But I really believed that right from the start, it would be a success. And you know what? I just refused to think that there was any other option other than success. And as a result, I guess, of me not being willing. And you know what? When you don't allow, excuse me for moving the computer, when you don't allow failure to be an a possibility, when you don't allow failure to be an option, you don't quit. Because if you quit, that means you'd be failing. So I just, from the very start, and I had a dear, dear friend who was like a daughter friend to me named Nettie. And she told me when I told her what I was going to do and was going, before I even put up my first video, she said, it's going to be a huge success. Your channel is going to be a success. And, she lived to see a few of my videos, but she passed shortly after I started my channel. And of all the people I would have wanted to see it be a success, it would have been her, because she said, I'm telling you, I just know it. It's going to be a success. You're going to be shocked, but it's going to be a success. I just know. And she infused me with that confidence. Having people who will speak success into you and will speak positivity into you. That's another thing I should have put on those 5 things. But that's really critical in accomplishing anything, I think, is surrounding yourself by the right kind of people and not surrounding yourself by people who are always pointing out, oh, this didn't work. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, why didn't this? Oh, why? Remove those people from your life if you really want to succeed at anything. But yeah, me too, Randy. Grateful for Globies. 3 Generations says, grateful to be a nomad and meet such awesome people like you. I know there are some wonderful people out there, aren't there? Hey, Graham, another one of my great moderators. Hi, Ladell. How are you doing? Oh, my goodness. Who else is in the house? Patty Irwin. Thank you, Patty. I'm grateful for your uplifting attitude also, and all of you. Let's see. Temple, Arizona. Temple, Oklahoma is in the house here with Sandra. Thank you, Carolyn. Yes, yes. 100K. And it's so interesting. I set this goal, my very first um, video I aired on February 13th, 2020, right at the height, the start rather of what, that terrible pandemic. And but I think that actually worked to my benefit because people were in the house and they were watching YouTube more, not going out as much. But it's crazy how some things can can work for you, not only against you. And I said on that date, I wanted my to reach 100,000 subscribers by my 5th anniversary, which was February 13th of this year. And you know what when I hit 100,000? February 9th. I squeaked in right under the wire. Oh, so I share some tips on how I think I did it, in part, not only with you all, but other things that I think help to solidify that success. And I'm going to share with you some things that I'm looking forward to. At 72, I'm not making a 5-year plan. I'm going to make a 2-year plan this time. And I'm going to share with you what some of those goals are. But let's see who else is here. Diane Katrovich, hello. Thank you. Thank you, Diane. Silver Wing says, howdy, Glow. Hope you're well and good. Got over 6 feet. Whoa. In Hires Head, New York. 6 inches of snow. Sorry, 6 feet. Now that would be something. Hey, Susie Aspen, how are you doing? Oh, let's see. DK, thank you. I'm glad that you think it's inspiring. Thank you so much, Susie. Let's see who else is in the house here. Let's see. Um, Caroline Hannah, hello, hello. Esther S. Oh my goodness, so many of the regulars are here and a few new ones too. Hey, Emma Emerson, thank you. Says, congratulations. Today my friends gave me good advice. Thank goodness. Yes, thank goodness. I'm glad they did. Hey, best day ever. Now I like that name, best day ever. If we could look at each day and say what is good about this day, the fact that we even woke up, that's a good start, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Thank you, Diane. Randy says, I'm here for Vaughn's wisdom again. Yep, Vaughn's gives some good wisdom. Hey, two dog man. Hello, man. Oh, I need to have my glasses on. Hey, two dog mom, how have you been doing? Haven't been in a chat for a while. Well, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. Uh, Emma says, my best friends, mainly died, but I made other friends now, mainly platonic male friends and only one female friend. I'm so sorry that you've lost friends, Emma. As we get older, that happens, and it's hard to say goodbye, isn't it? To people who have meant so much to us in our lives and been such an integral part of our journeys. It really is hard, but I'm so glad to hear that you're meeting new friends and that you have other people and a support system. I'm telling you, a support system and a community, I've learned over the last 5 years. One of the things I've learned in doing this channel is how important a community is. I don't think I ever I realized it to some degree, but not as much as I have over the last 5 years. As I've developed a community, I've realized what a benefit and just how much they enrich my lives, and you all enrich my lives. Oh, Nora says it's snowing in New York City too. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Shyla says, as you get older, Carol, you are right. Friends get lesser as you get older. That's true. It's true. Oh, Sonoma County. Thank you, Jackie. Santa Rosa in Sonoma County. I love Sonoma County. Oh my goodness. Uh, Emma says, hi, Nora. I'm in Yonkers, snowing. Oh, my goodness. New York is definitely represented in the house today, is it? Isn't it? Dorothy says, so thankful for being able to have a home. I found your channel when checking out the homeless. It touched my heart so much. Thank you for putting out the hard stuff on your channel. Thank you, Dorothy. I appreciate that. Sometimes I do put out things that are hard, and I know I'm going to get a lot of flack and backlash, but sometimes I just feel the need and I feel compelled to say that. Uh, ah, yep. Carrie Joe says Social Security, no. Lava Lindy, you had a little advantage here, Lava, but you knew it was. It's my biggest video to date. I think it's at 1.6, 1.7 million views, is of Lindy, Lava Lindy's Awesome Van Adventure. That was the interview that I did with her. That's an interesting story because I went up there, I was there for Christmas, or I met Lindy in person for the first time. It was during the summer. It was hotter than blazes. Whoo, I was sweating like I don't know what. And it was on a Sunday, and I don't record videos on Sundays. So I said, you know what? First of all, it's Sunday, but even if it wasn't, it's too hot. I just can't do a video in this kind of heat. So I told her, I said, you know what? I do really want to interview you though, and I will be back in December at Christmas time. And so I came back and I messed around, didn't really call her till the last minute. And well, we had set a date, but then it started raining that day. And I had to drive from Oakland to where she was, which was over an hour away, maybe an hour and 20 minutes, and in the rain. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to be leaving tomorrow. And if I don't do this, I don't know when I'm going to be back. So I called her. So I started driving there, and I called her, and Lindy was like, well, it's raining. Do you still want to come? I said, yeah, I'm halfway there now. Let's just go ahead and do it. And wouldn't you know, not only did I get one of my videos that was one of the largest, or the largest so far, I gained a friend, a genuinely good friend. So Lindy, send me your address, because in fact, this is the first prize I'm going to give, and it's going to be for $250. In fact, Lindy, you know what? I'll just send it to the Walmart near you. I'll send that way. You don't have to get your address. I'll just send it. So $250 Donald, you're in the house. Would you try and keep track with me? Because, or maybe I'll put it on my phone because I will lose track of who gets what. So, Lindy, let me do this right now. Let me put this on my phone. Um, let's do this so I can. Uh, um, sorry for the. I hate gaps in videos and in lives, but I have to get this on here because if I don't, I will not. I won't remember. So let me get this up here. So Lindy is, oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So Lindy is $250 for Lindy. Okay. All right. Sorry again. Sorry for the gap here. And probably is always the computer was going wonkers because I'm probably doing this and it's going sideways and everything else. I'm sorry, but $250 for Lindy. I'm so glad you got that, Lindy. I am so happy that just makes my heart sing. Carrie Joe, that was a good guess though. Social Security. All right, I'm going to ask you guys about another video, and this is going way back, and it's a video that was actually the first tour, the very first tour of my van when my ProMaster, when it was first built out, who did that first tour of my van. So that is going to be for the next prize. So, da 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 da. So I will get down to that soon. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and go through the. Yes, you're right, Susie, but I think Lindy was the first one that got it on here. Um, but um, but you know what? Yes. So Lindy was the very first one that got it on here. So Lindy's going to get that. Um, just so just so none of you think this is the case, I didn't tell Lindy I was going to do this because one of you were probably saying, I bet you told Lindy. No, I didn't. I didn't. In fact, I didn't even know what questions I was going to be asking today until I got on here. So this is for Globies to see how much of a Globie you are. What was my very first interview, not interview, very first the tour of my ProMaster? Who did that tour? And I'm sure I'll come across who's giving the answer first and for that prize. Hey, Silver Wing 77. Wow, wish I knew, not on here enough to know. Well, you know what? I hope to be on here many more years and celebrating many more milestones. So that's okay, Silver Wings. Hey, Kuliana Pacificana. Hello. Aloha, my beautiful friend. Back to you, my beautiful friend. Loving the hat and scarf combo, looking fabulous. Thank you. I thought, you know what? I could put up maybe forth a little more effort and look, maybe go back to retro when I first started with my hats and everything. Hi, Enoch. Hello. Congratulations. Enoch says, I knew it. Oh, Enoch. Enoch really was, I should have mentioned him as one of my secret weapons when I first started my channel. Enoch did my videoing and editing from me when I first started for quite a while, actually. And he was the one that made all those meals and food look so beautiful and wonderful. So thank you, Enoch Vasquez. Oh my goodness. I cannot talk about things that help to make my channel a success without mentioning Enoch. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm not far from an airport, so got a lot of airport noise, unfortunately. Maybe I should have done this live somewhere else, huh? But hey, it is what it is. But thank you, Enoch. Thank you. I will be eternally grateful for you, Enoch. Thank you so much. And I tell you, there were many nights that we were up at midnight with me sending stuff back and forth to Enoch, and he would do it and send it back. I mean, we were up midnight on more than a few nights getting those videos up, and I would be late trying to get stuff to him, or I'd call him and say, can you change this? And he hung in there. I mean, he hung in there with me. So thank you so much. Um, no, it wasn't SSI, Dorothy. Yeah, a stunning van build. It is a stunning van build. But who was the first person that toured that van? Who did a tour of the van? Um, Two Dog Mom says, I started following you because it's people my age with issues we have. Yes, Yes. And I just have a heart. We grew up poor. Donald and I, we talk about this, me and Donald, my other brother, we grew up poor. I have a heart, well, for seniors, because I am a senior and I know some of the challenges of being a senior, but I also have a heart for people who are struggling financially because we grew up poor and I know what it's like and I've never forgotten it, you know? Um, Silver Wing says, send me dome warm weather. Oh my goodness. Nora says, hi, Enoch. And you were there to help her at the start. He was, he was, he was. Oh my goodness. Three Generations says, exactly, Carol. Getting on the road with a new neighbor often keeps me from focusing on those who have passed on. I look forward to seeing you down the road sometimes. I look forward to seeing you too, Iris. Fifth Dimension says, congratulations. Thank you. I did put in a lot of work. I do have to say, I did do a lot of work. In fact, Jessica's always telling me, you work too hard in your channel. Don't work. She's over here. Stop working. You're working all the time. You're working. And I don't work all the time because my work days are really Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. I try to take Tuesdays, Thursdays off, and always Sundays. Always Sundays. Sometimes I might blend into one of the others, but always Sundays off. Uh, Charlotte says the working poor has a million views. Um, the one that has the most is Lindy's, and that may be the title of hers. That very well may be the title of hers. Hi, Thomas. How are you? Welcome to our Globy celebration. I wanted to bring some wine and hats, but you know what? I just thought just spending the time with you and celebrating with you is enough. I'm looking to see. Donald says, "Glad to see you back in the chat. You were Miss Kuliana. Yes, yes, you were." Silverwing says, "Send them some warm weather. I would if I could." Randy says, "100,000 kisses." Indeed, indeed. Miss Net says, Carol, I'm so glad that you didn't listen to the naysayers. I am too. You know what, Miss Net? For some reason, my friend Nettie, that that word that she planted in the back of my head, and she said, I just know it, I just know it, I just know it. And she was so positive. She just was like, it was like resolute. She just knew that stayed planted in my brain also. And I don't know, I just knew it. And I prayed and I asked God, I said, God, if, you want this channel to be a success, you're going to have to be in the mix. Because if you want this channel to be a success, let me know. And you will have to be in the mix because I don't know anything about this platform or about technical stuff or anything. And you're going to have to send me the people to help me. And he sent Enoch. And I tell you, it just, what can I say? Uh, Liz Barnes says, hey, Carol. Hello, Liz. Congrats on another milestone. So proud of you. I always knew you would be successful at the very beginning. This is one of the OGs, Liz. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Didn't you get one of the very first prizes that I gave out, Liz? Or was that? It seems for some reason in my mind that seems stuck. Oh my goodness. Emma says, I wish I could drive so I could do some van life. Hope okay. I still watch these videos. Absolutely. People will, when I do a video on something like Social Security or something else, or even something that's not so popular, I get people who say, well, I only watch this because it's a van life channel. Stick to van life. And I tell them, this channel is not only about van life. This channel is about life. It's about things that impact all of us, particularly those who are struggling. But it's a channel for life. It's a life channel. And I tell people, if you only want to see van life channels, there are a lot of those out there. You can go watch them. This may not be the channel for you. But if you're open to hearing about other things, then this may be the channel for you. Lava Lindy says, please give anything to Susie Aspen. She answered next. I believe I shouldn't have answered. I'm not going to do that, Lava Lindy, but I'll tell you what I will do. I will send you one and I'll send Susie one. So I will send you both $250. So I'm not going to not send you something, but I will send you both $250. How about that? So, Susie, you can thank Lindy. Um, and I appreciate your wanting to give it to Susie. But Susie, let me know, email me and let me know the closest, the state you're in, because I have to send it to the state. And also, just email me, Susie. So, my email, can one of my moderators drop my email so Susie can have that? But thank you, Lindy. But no, I'm not going to not send it to you. Hey, what can I say? I'm just stubborn like that. Jackie says, has anyone driven down the 101 south all the way? I've driven a long part of it, but I haven't driven it from start to finish, Jackie. I have not. Has anyone on here done that? Hmm. Um, uh, Vaughn says, thanks, Fifth. I am hope you are well. You are as well. Sandra says, talking about courtside problems. No, that wasn't the one. Thank you, Julie B. Thank you. And thank you, Turtle Dumb. Oh my goodness. Dorothy says the Lord had a plan for your channel. I think you're right, Dorothy. I really do think you're right. What a blessing you did not listen to people who did not believe in what God called you to do. Isn't that something? We can sometimes let people talk us out of following our destiny. That's a scary thought, isn't it? That sometimes people can talk us out of the path that God has set for us. That's pretty heavy. That's pretty heavy. Two Dog Mom says, that's how I felt about fighting cancer. It was, well, I'll take care of this and it'll be done. And that's what did. Well, congratulations, Two Dog Mom. I'm so happy to hear that. That sounds like you fought and you beat cancer. Wow. That is quite something. Three Generations, Iris has got to go, but I send all you beautiful people much love. See you soon. Thank you, Three Generations. Thank you for being here and sharing even part of this day of celebration. I just want to, and what I want to say to those of you who, are discouraged, I want to say to you that it's never too late. I was watching a channel today. I watch a lot of different channels, sometimes just one time and that's it. But I was watching a channel and it's about someone who is in their 60s and they're starting over. And they were talking about how scared they are. They, basically lost everything. And I know there are a lot of people out there who are living only on Social Security, who maybe have lost a house, had a vehicle that broke down on them, lost a job, because we are entering a year, or in a year, where I'm already reading about, I cannot tell you how many company layoffs I've seen of thousands and thousands of people. So I just want to tell anyone who's going through something hard, God is still on the throne and he is still a miracle maker and he still is a God of second chances. And it is not too late. At 67, I started a whole new book and am still writing the chapters of that book in this YouTube channel. So it is never, ever too late to start over. And I just want to encourage you, even if your finances are in the toilet, for lack of a better way to say it, you can start over. You can start over and you can make a life for yourself that's filled with joy and friends and supportive friends who will be there. They may not be there to give you money. They may not be there to even provide somewhere for you to live, but they're there. They can be there to be a source of encouragement. And that just that little word that you needed to encourage you to take the next step when you wanted to give up. It's never too late. I really want to, if I don't say anything else on this live, I want to say that. Thank you, Sela. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Lucille, it was the Lava Lindy interview. Silver Wing said, God's blessing to all here and me keep you in his care. Yes, thank you for that. Hey, the free side of the fence. That's cute. I like that. One of my favorite channels, Your Love. Thank you. Thank you so much. Fifth Dimension says, Carol, totally random comment here, but you look spectacular in that yellow outfit. Thank you. Thank you so much, Fifth Dimension. Oh, my goodness. Um, Rosati says, "You're styling." Thank you. Thank you. Everyone's being so kind today. Hey, Marta. Hello. How are you doing? Oh, my goodness. Freeside says, "Your voice is really grounding for me. I love your channel. Congratulations." Thank you, Freeside of the Fence. And I really would like to, I love helping people grow their channels. That's one thing. I have less and less time to do that now. And people have asked me, why don't you do a class? Why don't you do a course? I just don't have the time to do that. And I would have to stop doing my channel in order to do a course. And I'm such a perfectionist in some things that I would constantly be picking at it, adding to it, amending it, improving it. But I can help some people individually. And later this week, I'm going to try and do a live for members, because I value each and every one of you. But it is only fair that if I have members who are paying something, that I should, out of, just fairness, do something extra from them. And I've been very, very, what can I say, lagging in doing extra things for my members that have joined the membership. And I don't push that because, that's not really my main focus, but I do need to do something for you. And I want to do a live this coming week at some point, and maybe even a Zoom later in the month or next month, and address maybe some of you and some of your questions that you may have on building your YouTube channels. Like I said, and I do this for anyone. You don't only have to be a member, but I'm going to do something perhaps specifically along those lines next week. But Randy says, your dear friend who passed has a direct line to Jesus for you. She did. She really did. And I can't tell you how much I miss her. I really do. Um, hey, Carolyn says, "Miss Glow, you give me hope." Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's the biggest compliment anyone can ever give me, is to say that I give them some hope or encouragement. The free side of the fence says, "Thank you to Miss Net." All right. Yes, Rose Grace, such a fun day. I know, Two Dog Man. You know what? I saw someone on another channel, they were on the comments, they were saying, oh, a person had said that, said something, and they said, "Don't ever say that. Don't ever say that. I'm tired of people saying they can manifest things." And, because someone had told her not to say that, you need to manifest what you want instead of saying, you're in a bad situation. I do encourage people to acknowledge, reality. Don't be in denial. But I do believe that, the Bible talks about how the power of the tongue and speaking things, I don't think you can just say, "Oh, I'm going to be famous. Oh, I'm going to be this. Oh, I'm going to be that," and it's going to happen. No, but I think you can believe it. And by believing it and repeating it, and especially writing it, and then saying it to yourself, I think you prompt yourself to take the steps necessary to accomplish it and manifest your goals. There's a saying in the Bible that talks about faith without works is dead, and the other way around, work without faith is dead. So you don't just say, "Oh, I'm going to have a successful YouTube channel," and say it every day, 10 times a day, and it's going to happen. No, but you do have to believe it, as I already said, and speaking it, I think, is an important part of believing it and convincing yourself, because if you believe it, you're going to take the steps. You're going to do the things that you need to do because you believe this is your destiny. And I believe this was my destiny. How many out there, let me ask you this question. How many out there watching right now have a destiny that you want to manifest, that you believe in? I'm curious. And would you be interested in sharing what you think that is, or what you know that is? I'm just curious as to how many of you out there are working towards manifesting something in your life right now. Don says, "Why not a 5-year plan? You can do it." Well, hey, I've told Lindy that we both have to live till at least 90. That's, at least 90. But I'm still going to do a 2-year plan because, well, let me tell you why I'm going to do a 2-year plan. My goal for my channel is to reach between 200 and 250,000 subscribers. If it goes beyond that, that's fabulous. But that really is my goal. And so I want to do that. My goal is to get close to 200,000 by the end of this year, and by next year to be at 250, maybe mid 2026 to be at 250. But I'm not, that's not as, I'm not as determined on those exact dates as I was on 100,000. But, and then I want to be satisfied. You know how people are always moving the marker? Oh, if only I can get this. If only I can, buy a house, I'll be happy. Then they get a house. Well, if only I can, have $100,000 in the bank, I'll be happy. If only and they're never satisfied. It's never enough. And I want to be at the point where 200 to 250,000 is enough. And if it goes past that, I'll be joyful, I'll be happy, I'll be grateful, I'll be thankful. But I want to set a number that for me is enough. And I don't have to keep saying, but let me say this, 100,000 is enough. If I don't get past 100,000, I'm happy. So I don't want to let any of you or make any of you think or lead any of you to think that I'm not happy. I'm very happy at 100,000. But my goal when I started my channel was to get to between 200 and 250. And 100,000 in 5 years was the first step of that. If I reach that next step, that's fabulous. And I'll be a happy camper. But if I don't, I'm still grateful and I'm still going to be happy. But I don't have to get to 500,000. I don't have to get to 1 million. I don't have to reach those numbers to be happy and joyful. I was joyful at 10,000. Enoch could tell you I was so happy at 100 when I got my first 100 views, and I never want to lose that. I never want to reach a point and say, well, if only I was here or if only I was there. I don't want if onlys to ruin my my joy or steal my joy. So that's one of the reasons why I set 2 years, Donald, because I'm anticipating that's when I can reach that. And, whatever happens after that, whatever happens from this point forward, but especially what happens after that, I'm all good, Lindy said, you need a 10-year plan. You're going to be here a long time. Well, we're going to be here till at least 90. And by the time I get to 89, I'll probably be asking God, let me just have another 10, God. When I adopted Jessica, I asked the Lord, I said, Lord, please, please, please let me live long enough to see her to 18. It's foolish me. I thought at 18 she would, because she was only 6 months old when I took custody of her. So I thought at 18 she would be able to not maybe go out and do everything she needed to do, but she'd be able to fend for herself and be at least grown, get her past. But now I realize it's going to take a lot longer. So I'm like, God, 90. I got to be here till at least 90. So you and me both, Lindy, we got to be here till at least 90. And then when we hit 90, we're going to be asking for longer. Now that's one marker that I'm willing to move, to keep moving, that one. Nora says, I don't even have a 1-year plan. Well, us somewhat compulsive, a little bit compulsive sort here. We do have plans, but what do they say? God laughs. You want to make God laugh? Tell him your plan. But thankfully, I think this plan was within God's will. So it worked out. Yvonne, no stopping the pink can. Okay, I never did know what the pink can is, but okay. Don says, welcome back home, Marta. We're glad to see you. We are. Hey, Lisa. Hello, Lily. How are you? I know. Do you believe that 100K? Says, I missed opening statement, but see your subscribers pick. I might be late. That's okay. That's okay, Lily. Oh my goodness. Lily has been here for a while too. It's snowing in Oklahoma right now, Randy says. Oh my goodness. Whew, well, thank goodness. I was complaining when it was raining here for 3 or 4 days, so I'm not gonna complain anymore. It's a little bit brisk out, but it's a nice day. Lucille says, snowing here in Pottstown, Pennsylvania. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, well, I am going to ask some more questions here, and let me look here. Hold on just a second. Sorry for the delays today, but I want to ask. Oh, what the heck? Um, um, what was the name? This goes way back too. This was one of my. It may have been my my first tour of a van that wasn't mine. What is the name of the person who I did a tour on, which really turned the whole direction of my channel? After that tour of that yellow psychedelic bus, I started doing a lot of van tours. What is the name of the person who owns that yellow psychedelic van that I did that tour of way, 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 way many years ago towards the start of my channel? And I'm going to give a reward for this. Oh, let me write down Susie Aspin. I forgot to write down your name, Susie. Hold on. Let me write down Susie's name. Um, Susie Aspen. Okay. Okay. Da 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 da. What is the name of the person who owned that bus, that yellow bus, the psychedelic bus? She's kind of a little bit out there, but a fun, fun person. What is her name? The first person who tell me the name of the person, and only just say you can't win more than one prize. So sorry, but only one prize. Okay. Rocking down the road with Dale says we're getting a bad storm tonight. Ooh, in Massachusetts. Yes, be safe, everyone. Hope there's no flooding. Uh, Esther says, are you a full-time van dweller, Gloria? So many people always call me Gloria. I'm actually Carol, but no, I'm not full-time. I'm part-time, although at this point, I've probably gone about 120,000 miles in vans since I started my channel, traveling around the country. And I have some people that I want to interview in Texas, so I'll be hitting the road again. I'm not sure when, but no, I'm not full time. I've never been full time. And unless Jessica, my daughter, actually becomes totally self reliant, um, which who knows if that'll happen or not, I probably won't be full time. Um, I like having a home base. Like having the same doctor that if I have to go to the doctor, if I have an issue, I can come back. I like having the same cardiologist. You know, I like some familiarity. So I like being able to come back. And if I have to go to this doctor or that doctor, I even like having the same dental hygienist. I just, so, and it makes it easier for me. So I like having a home base. In fact, I think more and more people who are on the road are looking and have been buying a little plot of land to maybe either put their van on or put a trailer on or a tiny house so that they can have someplace, because at some point, even if you're full-time nomad, most people at some point in life, if they live long enough, can no longer drive. So you're going to need somewhere to plant your trailer, your van, whatever it is you're going to live in. You're going to need some place to put it down. And so far in this country, most municipalities are not friendly at all to nomads. So anyhow, but ergo why I'm working on starting a tiny house community. Um, Thank you, Nora. Thank you, Nora. I do. Yes. Uh, Actually, I've been wanting to do some shed to tiny house conversions, but I think my first conversion or my first build for my tiny house community, I think it may be a container. I'm thinking I may do a container first. And I'm thinking I may start it within the next couple of months, even before I have the land. If my goddaughter lets me plant it on her property and her husband let me plant it on their property and start the build, I think I'm going to do a container home first. And I'll bring you along with me if I do it. And I want to do part of the build. I'm thinking that I'm going to do the installation is going to be spray foam. And I love this channel called Wild We Roam. I think it's called Wild, WALD, We Roam. And they've done container homes. And there's another channel, if I can remember it, I'll let you guys know that he's also done some container homes. And I'm looking at 4 different channels, some that have done container homes, some that have done others. And I want to start off with I don't want to start off with a 40-foot container. I want to start off with a smaller one, but I'm thinking of having the kitchen maybe elevated a little bit so that there's enough room in there for a slide out bed. What do you guys think about that? So that pre gives me space to have a guest over should I want a guest over. I mean, I'm looking at all these different videos, and one of them, there's a builder called Anna White. She has some amazing ideas. So I'm looking and finding a little bit from each video and not doing everything they're doing, but taking and maybe modifying it to fit the container. And I think because a container is the cheapest way to go to begin with, although containers crazy, they have tripled in price over the last few years. Tripled in price. But that's what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a container and build that out. And maybe I'm thinking I might even in phase 1, because I want to have several phases with 5 homes each. I'm thinking in phase 1, have it all containers. And then phase 2, all sheds. And I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But I did tell you that I was going to tell you some things that I am planning to do for future, for the rest of this year. I'm going to work at having a more definite schedule of videos. And I'm looking at maybe having videos come out Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And then occasionally maybe a Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday. But Monday, Thursdays, and Saturdays, 3 videos a week consistently. And I'm thinking of having them even start coming out a little earlier in the day. I'm going to be testing that, but 3 videos a week plus a live, and then occasionally maybe a cooking video, maybe on one of the off days or maybe on one of the main days. I don't know. But that's what I'm working towards by next month, by March, to start on 3 videos consistently every single week. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Uh, Donald's telling Randy, you can keep the snow. Hey, Grams is back at our mate's place at a farm in Walbandry. Their eldest young son has just had oh my goodness, a kidney transplant in Melbourne, and we are here babysitting. Oh wow, the op went well and it's all good. Oh, let us know the name of their son so we can send out prayers for him, Graham, will you? How cool of you to be there babysitting. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad to hear that it went well. Oh, Vaughn saying, Carol, I think someone answered before Lindy. Who was that? Let me look and see. Hold on. Let me go back. Can you tell me who it was? Can my moderators, would you check and see if someone answered before Lindy? Lindy was I got to go way back here to see. Lindy was the first person that I saw that answered it way back. But moderators, would you please check for me and make sure that I am correct, that it was Lindy and then Susie. Let me know. If I made a mistake, I want to correct it. I'll just have to give a third person a prize. So let me know. Moderators, please check and see. All right, now I'm looking to see who got the answer correct for my next question, my second question about the yellow bus. Let's see. I'm going to be jumping past some comments here. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Uh, okay. I'm W Holman, thank you for saying congratulations. Thank you. Um, Miss Net says Carol Lindy requested that you give her winnings to Susie. Yeah, I saw that. But was there anyone else? No, Bob Wells wasn't the one who had the yellow bus. Um, the Now what was you're saying Bob Wells? I was asking who was the first tour of my van was the first tour of my van. Nope, wasn't Bob Wells. It wasn't Bob Wells. The very, very first tour of my van, I'll give you a hint. It was along with the person who built my van out. But who was the actual person and who was the actual channel that aired the very first? In fact, they did the tour before I even drove the bus away from the site where it was built at. Okay, okay. Thanks, Lindy. Thanks. Um, yes, Liz. Liz, you're right. It was Jared Tachi. Yes, it was Jared Tachi. Could my moderators please double check to make sure that I'm right? But it looks to me like Liz Barnes got the answer. It was Jared Tachi. He did an interview with me, Mark, who did my build from Nomadic Customs, and also Jared. Jared, Mark, and me walked through the van after Mark finished it up just before I drove it off and came back to California with it. So could you confirm, please confirm, but right now I'm saying that it's Liz Barnes who got the answer correct. So Liz Barnes, so that's number 3 is Liz Barnes. I'm going to do another $250 for Liz Barnes. And the last question I have, and then I'm going to have to head out of here because I'm trying to get my video up today. Oh my goodness, I'm going to try and still get that video up today. But the last questions, yeah, I'm way behind. Nora says, we're still trying to let her know that Lindy requested Susie. No, I got that. I know that. I'm going to give both Lindy and Susie a prize. So both, Lindy, I'll talk to you, so you don't need to call me, but, or email me. But Susie, can you email me? And Liz, can you email me? And, let's see. Thank you, JK. Thank you so much. Thank you. I know I'm not very many channels do reach 100K, so God's in the mix for sure. Oh, Jojo says I went back and made your stovetop shepherd's pie and my family loved it. I'm so happy. I keep saying I'm going to do a cooking video. I keep buying the stuff and then I make the meal for Jay and I don't get it taped. But I am. No, it wasn't Bob. Hey, Brenda Berner. Hello. Thriving on enough. Thank you. Dolores says, I remember the beautiful hats. I know. I've got so many and I really need to start wearing them again. Let's see. Graham says, I was just telling the bride that I first started watching when you were teaching me how to cook a little better in a park with a single burner stove. I know. You've been around for a long time, Graham. Did you send me your address, Graham? I don't know if I can. Anyhow, you're one of my moderators, and I want all my moderators to send me their address. I don't know how that'll work in Australia, but email me too, Graham, and we'll talk. But yeah, I started out. Mark was building out my van, and I was doing a channel on how to cook in a van without my van. And we were in a park. Then we were in our church parking lot. We were somewhere everywhere. And finally, I was like, Mark, I'm coming up to get my van. I don't care if it's finished or not. And he finished it off, and I got it, and I started doing my cooking channels in a van for a van cooking channel. That was that was so funny. Oh my gosh. Hey, and Helen, one of my OGs too. Oh my goodness. It's original Globy week here, I tell you. Hey, thank you, Carolyn Rivera. Thank you. Okay, I'm still waiting to see. Um, Randy says, Carol's cooking. Oh my goodness. Everyone's saying hello. Thank you, Anne. Thank you, Brenda. Okay, I'm trying to. Don says, one day I'm going to be in your part of the world. When I am, you can bet I'm going to share a pint with you, Graham. Oh, wouldn't that be cool? We should go over there together, Donald, and meet Graham. Silver Wing says, I grew up poor, no indoor plumbing. Wow. Wash clothes by hand, helped farms in our areas to get paid with milk and potatoes. In warmer weather, took our baths in the pond. I could go on. Wow, Silver Wings. That's really. Could you email me, Silver Wings, at gloriouslifeonwheels@gmail.com? I'd really like to talk to you about some of those things. Uh, Liz Barnes says, yes, the vegetable strainer. I still use it and love it. I thought so. I thought so. Um, that you were one of the first ones to get one of the very first prizes way back. Liz was. Oh my goodness. Oh, Shilas is a new member. Thank you. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh my goodness. I didn't say what I said earlier to get people to join up in membership. I just wanted to say that I want to acknowledge the members and do something special for them. But thank you, Shilas. Thank you so much. But yeah, Silver Wings, I'd love to hear more about that. And yeah, okay. Hey, Sylvie. Hey, Arctic Hop. Hey. Hello, hello. Thank you. Susie says, I'm stunned. I love you both. Oh my goodness. Uh, that's true, Shilas. My channel doesn't just apply for seniors, it's for everyone. I'm trying to find someone who let me know the correct answer to the second question. The second question was Jared Tachi. Jared was the one who was the very, very first tour of my ProMaster before I even left the build site. Thank you, Barbara Higgs. Thank you. Anne says, I appreciate you. It's nice to have more information and not just on van life, but life in general. That's what I think too. Um, uh, you're welcome. You're more than welcome, Lindy. Um, thank you, Lily. Okay, I'm trying to find Susie says, I saw my oncologist in Phoenix last week. CAT scan clear, 3 years, stage 3 cancer. Wow. Wow, that's amazing. Oh, I'm so happy for you, Susie. That is great. That is wonderful news. Uh, thank you. Thank you, Liz. Okay. I'm trying to find um Jackie says I don't want to drive over the Oakland Bridge on my way back to Fullerton. I don't like bridges. Well, I'm trying to think how you could get back to Fullerton if you're on that side. Maybe if you go round through Palo Alto, well, you still have to go over kind of, it's not up high in the air though, it's right down there near the water. The Dunbarton, maybe that's a way you could do it, but it's way out of the way. But you could do that, I think, Jackie, if you don't want to go up high. Because otherwise otherwise, I don't know, going the Golden Gate or if you're in Santa Rosa. Oh, if you're Santa Rosa, just take the Nimitz Freeway down from Santa Rosa in the 5 and just take, you don't have to go back over to San Francisco to get down to Fullerton. You just take the 5. Just take the 5 in Santa Rosa down. Donald, you can tell her how to get there, but I think you just take the Nimitz Freeway to the 5 and then come on down to Southern California on the 5. Um, Miss Net says, Carol, this is the reason why we love you. You are such a wonderful person. Thank you, Miss Net. I love you. You have been doing such a great job at being a moderator. Just amazing. Don says, I know. I think you were the first correct answer, but Carol has not confirmed you. Who was the first correct answer, Donald? Liz Barnes, I have as the first correct. Okay. I may have to call. one of you guys, Donald or Nora, may have to send me a message because I'm so far behind on the comments. Um, Dolores says that's why we need to quite time to reset and refocus. That is true. Uh, Free Side of the Fence says, thanks for the encouragement. I've been having a rough time. I'm sorry to hear that, Free Side of the Fence, but I can tell you that when you're going through a storm, it's hard to see the the end of it and that there's clear weather ahead. But it is possible to get through the storm and back onto solid ground and clear weather. It does take perseverance and it takes faith. It takes faith and believing that you can do it. That I think is one of the biggest things. Believing you can do it and then taking the steps to do it. Uh, Don said, oh, Donald's telling Jackie, Carol and I used to go over the old bridge weekly. Last time I was home, we took the ferry from Oakland to San Francisco. Yeah, we did. We sure did. Brenda says, I've been away from home for a month. On my way home today, I can't wait to get my life back on track. Oh my goodness. Graham says, Don, get onto Randy and come over together. We have plenty of room. I promise I'll look after you and keep the bites away from you. Oh my goodness. Hi, Julie. How are you? Oh, yes. Do keep going, Julie. Don't give in. So often, just before a person reaches shore, when they're out in the middle of the ocean, just before they're reaching shore, there's fog and everything, they give up. But if the clouds had cleared, they would have seen that shore was within their reach. And I'm telling you, shore is within your reach. Let's see. Thank you, Dolores. Thank you. All right, I'm going to skip quite a few of these comments, I know, but I'm trying to get to anyone who's saying the person who was in the yellow bus that had this psychedelic bus that I interviewed way at the very beginning. It was a she. She was one of probably my first, I think she may have been my very first, but she was one of my very, very first tours that I did of any nomads. All right. Yeah, Sylvie says, ask and you shall receive. So true. So true. Martin says, my part-time job is talking about cutting our hours. I hope they don't, Marta. I hope they don't. So many people are being laid off and hours cut. Susie says, I want to move back to my mom's old neighborhood, so I have to work hard at manifesting. Yes, it's possible, Susie. It's possible. If you say you can't enough, you stop trying. That's so true, Anne. Moving to Portugal. Ooh, Nancy 3X. Hey, there's a lot of Americans that have moved there. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Okay. All right, Graham. All right. Randy says he lived in San Francisco many years. Julie says, I'm manifesting and working to be full-time in a schoolie. I also want a platform that so that I'm able to help people. That is great. Okay, let's see. I hope you will, and I know you will, Carolyn. I know you will drive again. I believe you will. I believe you will. Okay. All right. I'm trying to see. I don't see anyone. Oh, Christy one is manifesting a new home for her and her pets. Okay. All right. Silver Wings. What it was Silver Wings? I missed. Oh, Silver Wing says, the Lord is leading me to live in my van. Can't afford an apartment anymore. In process of giving up all my stuff in an apartment now. Building a tiny home in my van. Hope to finish before August this year. Well, I would love to see it, Silver Wings, and I'm hoping you finish it too. You can. I mean, there are people I know someone who did a van build in 2 weeks. So you can do it. You can do it. Graham, I have not heard anything from Red. I have not. And yeah, I am concerned. I do need to, that's a good point. I do need to reach out to her and find out what's going on. Yeah, I do need, that's all I'm going to say. I do need to reach out and find out what's going on. Oh my goodness, my shawl is coming down. But, yeah, we all miss Red, Randy. We all do. Was it Pascal? No, it wasn't Pascal. I'm going to give you guys a hint in case someone hasn't said it. It was a female, and it was a schoolie. It was a schoolie, and I gave them a nickname. I gave that person a nickname. Okay. I think I have confirmed that. Okay, okay, okay. All right. My last name is not Aspen. I lived there in the 70s. Oh, how cool to live in Aspen. Yep. Vitaful, that's it. Carol was in yellow vehicle. Yes, she was. It was Schoolie Carol, who was in a yellow. We actually, me and Enoch. Oh, hold on just a second, guys. I've got this video that's supposed to be coming up and I don't have the thumbnail or anything. I'm going to have to cancel this video for today. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Or maybe do it later, but I can't do it right now. Hold on. Oh, it's going to come up and I need to get this out of here and hold on just a second. Oh my goodness. Let me put it on for content. I have a scheduled video scheduled for today at oh my goodness, it's 4:20 and I don't have anything ready for it. Let me this video may come up tonight, but I'm bound and determined to get this video on today. So one way or another, let's see. Okay, let me set it for 6. Okay. Whew. A video going up with no title, no thumbnail, no anything. All right, well, that gives me some relief. I don't have to race through this live. All right, yes, her name was Schoolie Carol. Her name is Carol, and I named her Schoolie Carol, and I've interviewed her. In fact, I did an interview with her and Lindy together. Then I did another interview with her. So that's Vitaful. How is it? Vitaful was in yellow vehicle. Yes, a yellow schoolie. So can my moderators please verify that, because I may be wrong. Yeah, Lily, oh my goodness, you just missed it. Vitaful edged you out. It was Schoolie Carol. Yep, it was Carol, but Vitaful got it. Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh my goodness. Wow. Don says, I'm writing down responses on a roll and let Carol know just as soon as she ends tonight. Okay, but so far, here's what I have. I have Lindy, Susie Aspen, Liz Barnes, and Vitaful. Those are the 4 people that are going to get $250. And contact me, hit me up on email at gloriouslifeonwheels@gmail.com so we can handle this. All right. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, now I can go back and, I just love giving you guys stuff. I really do. It just makes my heart. And the fact that 2 of my old timers got it is even sweeter, but I wish I could win the lottery and give every single one of you on here like $1,000. I wish I could do that, or more, or 10,000. I mean, if it's big enough, 1,000,000, but I can't. But this is what I can do, and so I wanted to give away $1,000 today, and just as a small token of my gratitude and appreciation for all of you being here, and I'm going to be doing one of the things that I'm also going to be doing this year, God willing, is taking on some sponsorships. And I have 5 particular companies that I really want to work with, and I'm going to be reaching out to them. And hopefully through them, I will be receiving some things and products that I want to set up something where I don't have to have them send it to me and then I send it to you. I want to work up something where I can have them send it directly to you or them gift you with something. So I'm working on that. And not all of the companies that I will work with have products that they would gift, but some of them do. And that's going to be one of the things that I want to be in my contract, that they will periodically give my viewers gifts. That's one of the things I really is going to be essential to any contract that I sign with people who have, or companies that have products. Shyla says, yo, I don't like to be cold. Neither do I. I'd rather, I don't like to be cold, but I tell you what, I can deal with cold better than I can deal with extreme heat and humidity. I have to be honest. I can deal with cold better. Shyla says, so if I ever get a tiny home, it really needs to be insulated well. Well, based on what I'm seeing, I think the spray foam insulation is a really good insulation from what I'm seeing, but we'll see. Who will live in the tiny home community with you? Jojo's asking. Well, my goal is to eventually have 30 units, maybe 25. I don't know. It depends on what kind of property this realtor comes up with. But I also saw some properties near Bisbee, Arizona, some land. I mean, a lot of land, and it was really inexpensive, but it's more off grid. And I don't really want to be off grid, especially on water. I'm okay maybe being off grid, a little bit electric. We can work with propane or maybe solar, but water, I don't want to have to rely on, you know, unless I have a well. And I don't really have to drill a well because you don't have any guarantees. So I'm looking for a place that has electric and water on it, but those are much, much more expensive. So we'll see. But to answer your question, who will live in my tiny home community, I want it to be a community where people who really cannot afford the rents are getting so high and outrageous, can't afford rents anymore, will have a place where I can make the rents very affordable, and even some places where people can plug in. And that's my goal, is to have the rents be no more than half of what the prevailing rate is in that area. If the prevailing rate is, say, 1,000, then I don't want the rents to be more than 500. To me, that is helping to make affordable housing. Or I was thinking of doing it on a sliding scale. I don't know. I'm not sure how I will do it, but I just want it to be affordable so people can afford the rent. And that's who will be in my tiny home community. I'm going to vet people very seriously, because I also want people who want to be part of a community. I don't want, people who are negative, people who bring a positive energy, a good energy, who want to be part of a community. We're going to have a community garden, and I mean, you don't have to sit out at a fireplace with fire pit with everyone every night, but I do want someone who's willing and wants to be part of a community and help to have an uplifting spirit. I don't want any Debbie Downers, Sorry. Sorry to anyone named Debbie. No offense, but I don't want any Debbie Downers in the place. Randy says, Globies get things done and I get to come along for the ride. Oh, what a trip that would be. Randy and Donald going to meet up with Graham. Oh my goodness. I want to see that. I want to tag along for that. No, it was Tamra, right? Tamra? No, I'm pretty sure it was Schoolie Carroll who got the Tamra. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to go back to the bottom, to the very bottom, and I'm missing a lot of bye, Lindy. Have a great week. Okay, I'm going to go down to the very bottom of the comments. I've missed some. Can Donald or Nora, can you make sure and correct me? Here's what I have. I have that Lindy was the first one, got the first one right. Susie Aspen, since Lindy wanted to give it to her, I'm going to do it for both of them. The third one was Liz Barnes. And that answer was Jared Tachi. And the fourth person was Vita Fall. How do I say that? And that was the fourth person. And that answer was Schoolie Carroll, or Carol. I would accept Carol was in the yellow vehicle. Yeah, the yellow bus. All right. So can you confirm at the that it was that's what it was, either Nora or Donald, that I got those correct and that I'm right on those were the winners? I got to get one of those things. Anyone on here who knows how to do one of those wheels that you hit and it stops and it announces the winner? Anyone who knows how to do that? I've seen some channels have those. I don't know how to do those, but I would really, really love to know how to do that. No, fourth person was Vaughn's on a roll. Vaughn's on a roll was the first person. She got Schoolie Carroll. Let me go back and look. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. Let me go. Okay, Donald says Vaughn's on a roll got that one first. Let me look and see. Nora says Vaughn was first answer. Okay. All right. Yep, it says Vaughn. All right, well, it looks like I'm going to be giving $1,250 away. This is kind of like the Miss America contest. Remember when our Miss Universe, when Steve Harvey called out the wrong answer and who won the Miss Universe and then had to go back and renege? Well, I'm not going to renege. And so, all right, Vaughn's on a roll. Vaughn hit me up on my email. So Vaughn's on a roll. And Viva Full, since I announced that incorrectly, I'm going to let my moderators announce the winners from now on because I just screw this up. But anyhow, you know what? I'm happy to give all 5 of you $250. So that's what I'm going to do to all 5 of you. So let me get there and make sure I get this name correct of this. And please, again, email me. And let me go back here and get it. Can you go back, you or Nora go back and get the spelling of Viva Full's name and text it to me later on after the show is over? Because that'll be, again, Lindy, Susie Aspen, Liz Barnes, Viva Fall, and Vaughn's on a roll are the 5 winners today for $250 each. Okay. Oh my goodness. If you're the first time in the house, would you put up a number 1 so that I can acknowledge you and everyone can say hi? You guys know, what, how we welcome our new Globies. So if you put a number 1 so we can welcome you. If you are a content creator, would you please put a big C so we can go over and everyone can show you some love and support? So number 1, if it's your first time in the house, and a big C if you're a content creator. Nora says it's only 7:30 and I need a frigging nap. Okay. Lorraine DeBerry, first time. Welcome, Lorraine. Oh my goodness. Welcome, Lorraine. Welcome to Globyville and to the Globy group. Oh my goodness. Randy, we are all winners. We are. And Nora, also moderators, please drop your links. Nora does not have a channel, but she's on Etsy, and her Etsy account is Artworks by Nora K at Etsy.com. And just some of the most beautiful, lovely paintings ever. And she does commissions. So if you have something you want painted, she's going to do a commission on Cuddles for me. I know I'm lagging, Nora, but she's doing a commission on Cuddles, a painting of Cuddles for me. And Cynthia Johnson, first time in the house. Welcome, Cynthia. Welcome. Rocking Down the Road with Dale is a content creator. Glad to have you here. And moderators, please drop your links again. And who else is a content creator and who else is first time in the house? I'm going to go back and try and pick up a few of these comments that I may have missed, trying to figure out who won and who didn't. I made such a mess of things. Liz Barnes says, make it a rent to own so they can take pride in their homes. I love your goals since day one. Thank you. I don't know about a rent to own. I might. We'll see. I very well might, because I don't need all those tiny houses. So that's a good idea, Liz. I'd have to get a lawyer involved and do all the paperwork and stuff, but that's something I certainly, you know what, I think I will consider that, Liz, at least for some of them. At least for some of them, I will consider that. That's a good idea. See, you guys give me the best ideas. You really give me the best ideas. Illinois South. Hi, everyone. Been a while. Well, welcome back, Illinois South 65. I'm happy to see you back in the fold. Looking to pick up Liz Barnes says, I think I'm lucky for you. I just knew you are special. I loved how you were starting new goals when others were making excuses not to reach goals like age, COVID, or whatever. Thank you, Liz. Thank you so much. Lily says, oh, Carol, so sweet to give back to your Globies. You're such a, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, Lily. Graham says, if you win the lottery, Carol, buy a 1K acres and set up Globieville. Hey, if I win the lottery, I will probably set up maybe 50 acres. Are you kidding, Graham? I will make our small little Globieville city. Are you absolutely? Okay, thanks, Shilas. We don't watch you for anything. Well, thank you, Shilas. Okay, I got that, Brenda. I got that. Vaughn's was first. Sorry, Vaughn, that I missed that, but I got it. Things got me straight. Yes, Randy said Vaughn's is always smart and wise. She is indeed. She is indeed. Deborah says, well-deserved milestone. You went for the silver and won. Yes, I tell you. All right. Okay. Well, folks, I am going to be heading out of here, and I'm going to try and get the thumbnail up for this video. It may come up at midnight tonight. I don't know, but I want to get it up today because it is part of the celebration and a word of encouragement for everyone for me reaching 100,000. Thank you all. May your journeys be filled with joy and blessings. And don't miss next week. I'm going to have a video come up with several ladies that I have already done tours on. One is named T. I haven't aired her tour yet, but also Kay is part of this panel, as is who else was part? Kay, and anyhow, I forget who else was part at the moment. I can see her face, but I can't remember her. Oh, Angie. Angie, she had the truck. Remember, her husband passed, and she had that really unbelievable experience. And well, Angie, Kay, and T are going to be on this panel. And it is just, I was watching it again. It's just sensational, the input that they provide and some of the wisdom that they share. So don't miss that next week. Hopefully I'll get that up Monday. I'm working towards, again, Monday, Thursday, Saturday videos every week starting in March, if not sooner. All right. I'll see you all next time. May your journeys be filled with joy and blessings. I'm looking to see if I missed anyone that is the first time in the house. I don't think I did. Vitaful. Okay, let me write that down. Vitaful. Okay. And email me. Thriving on Enough is a content creator. Okay, Thriving on Enough. I'll have to go check your channel out. Everyone go over, please, and check out Thriving on Enough. And I think you may be the first time in the house, too. So welcome, welcome. Lorraine says, I've been following you for quite some time. First time catching a live. Well, I'm glad you caught it today. I am so glad. Thank you. In fact, let me take a picture here of something so I can make sure and get this right. Adios, Glow. Yes, you too, Silver Wings. I want to take a picture here before I say goodbye. Okay. And then I'm going to be signing out and seeing you guys. In fact, you know what? I don't need to take a picture. Oh, I actually accidentally hit that. But guys, thanks. I'll see you next time, same channel. May your joys be filled with joy and blessings. And I love each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Now, let me see if I can sign out. I can always sign out when I don't want to. Let's see if